Okay, tonight is December the 30th, 2016, and tonight I was studying in Hebrews 12th chapter, and there was this one verse that stood out to me, and it was verse 2. And I began reading in verse 1, but I will read in verse 2. That's where my revelation come from. Wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which do so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us, looking unto Jesus, the author and the finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of God. Now, tonight I just want to be an encourager to someone tonight. Even though you right now you're going through what you're going through, you just got to remember the race, the race that is set before you, the plate that is set before you, and you got to and the point I want to get to is despising all the shame, despising the shame, despising everything Jesus went through carrying that cross, despising it all. He was able to run his race. He was able to make it to the cross on Calvary and to die for our sins. And I say to you, sister, mother, friend, despising all the shame, all the past guilt, all the hurt, the abandonment, rejection, the shame that you feel because you got to take care of these kids by yourself, the shame that you feel that you got to work in a minimum wage job, the shame that you feel that you can't feed your kids, the shame that you feel that you've slept with X amount of men before you came to Christ, the shame, whatever shame, baggage, or whatever it is, you got to be able to despise all of that, to not even look at it, because that race that is given to you right now, you got to run that race with patience, and you got to run that race. You got to deal with what is in your hand, what God placed in your hand to do. And when you get yourself to that place where you just forsake all, you got to forsake everything that you went through. You got to stop looking at what your past. You got to stop being shameful about this stuff, because that is a hindrance. Being ashamed of your past, being ashamed of your present is a distraction. Run your race with patience. Lay aside everything that distracts you. Lay aside everything that easily gets you off your course. You got to let those things go. All of those weight and baggage that is holding you down, you got to let it go. You got to stand up, my sister, and you got to run that race with patience and endurance. And you got to endure to the end, because you know that your victory is already won. You got to do your part. So despise all the shame. Jesus carried that cross all the way to victory, to Calvary. And despise all the shame that you're going through right now. You got to wake up, my sister. You got to carry that cross, and you got to run the race that was given to you. Be blessed.